I was always a sex object. Hi. I'm sorry. My English is very bad. But I'm not a native speaker and I need to release this somehow. I am a girl who has not yet come of age. But I have always had my sexuality touched, and I consumed pornography from a very early age. 10. I have had many relationships during this life. Many needy and sexist guys. I have dealt with all kinds of people and I feel extreme mental fatigue, leading me to avoid creating new relationships and feeling good about it. In almost every relationship I've ever had, I've been forced to do sexual things I didn't want to do. I've always been reduced to a sexual object. I have been through all kinds of things, with all kinds of people. Currently, I am in a relationship where my boyfriend is hypersexual. He only thinks about sex. But I understand that it is a sign of trauma, since he was abused. However, he is very immature, and every time I try to have a deep conversation, he just deflects the focus. He is very possessive and gets paranoid when I talk to my only friend or anyone but him. I have suffered from countless toxic and abusive relationships, including one with my mother, who harassed me when I was younger, and still humiliates me. But no matter what I do, I always attract the kind of people who affect me in some way. My boyfriend once told me that he got over his ex when he started dating me and he has a bad history using people in sexual ways, leading me to think, what if I'm one more? Quote, I have a history of shitty guys that have passed in my life. And maybe someday I will become misandric. Recently, I started trying to make things better. It's no use, I always make things worse. And because of my deep depression, I have had countless relapses, mental breakdown, and now I am having to dope myself to improve my thoughts. I lost my virginity early, at the age of 12. And to this day my mother remembers that time, even though she knows it is traumatic for me. When she found out from my psychoanalyst that I have all the symptoms of a person who was abused in childhood, she used it as a joke and told it to the whole family. I remember to this day when she was laughing in a phone call with my sister talking about it. I never had friendships again, especially with men, because they always asked for a sexual favor or reduced me to nothing. I always looked for validation, because I never had it at home, but I know how much this hurt me. Because of this, I put myself in situations where I accepted to hear, "You deserve to be raped," or, "If I were in front of you, I would rape you." I heard countless things that even today remain in my memory. But what hurt me the most was that my pain was always invalidated. I feel like an object for always accepting that my boyfriend uses me sexually and pretending that I like it. I am used to it. I never liked anything like that. I feel that no one listens to me, that no one will ever understand this pain that I feel and carry. Maybe it's true that I'm just a sex object. And sex objects don't have feelings, do they? This is how I learned. All my life. Gildy Locks 23 commented, "You have value as a person, as a human being. I'm sorry people have been extraordinarily cruel to you and made you feel this way. I don't really know what to say, but I hope you get the support and help you need." Demon99 commented, "You are correct that when people are objectified, they are stripped of their humanity. You are only stripped of your humanity, however, in the eyes of the man objectifying you. You don't literally become an object. However, if a huge number of men do it, it's understandable that you would start to even question your own humanity. By the way, your English is excellent. I would like to hold out the possibility for you that you can refuse to be objectified. It's not fair that we live in a sexist world, a male supremacist world, a rape culture world. It's not fair that you have to do this work. Men should be doing this work on themselves and should be confronting each other's behavior when it demeans and degrades women. But in the meantime, you deserve to be treated like a whole human that you are. It may take some practice for you to be able to fully embrace that and to consistently stand up for yourself. I'm not blaming the victim. And you are a victim here. You have been terribly, horribly victimized over the course of many years. I'm just saying that it sounds like you need some strategies of what you can do right now to take back your power. Other women will understand what you're saying. Men will for the most part be clueless and dismissive and mocking. As you already know, I would keep reaching out for female support, maybe go on a few women-only subreddits. I think that if your current boyfriend is just another example of a pattern that you've been in for a long time, you should give serious consideration to getting out of that relationship. Then you could spend some time on yourself learning about how you've been hurt and what you can do to heal. Learning that it wasn't your fault the ways you were traumatized. Learning that you're not alone. And then when you're ready, with a lot of support from your female community, dip your toe in the water again.